Hello everyone, this is Mamta Mund and today we will learn and solve exercise 9C questions 1 to 15 of chapter 9. Chapter name is Ratio, Proportion and Unitary Method of class 6 of Composite Mathematics textbook. Let's get started and solve some questions. Today we will learn and solve exercise 9C questions 1 to 15 of chapter 9. Chapter name is Ratio and Proportions and topic is concept of proportion. Let's solve some questions. Now we will solve question number 1. Determine if the following are in proportions. First bit is 8, 10, 16, 20. These are the numbers given and we have to check whether these numbers are in proportion or not. We know if the four numbers A, B, C, D are in proportion if A is to B is proportional to C is to D. A, B, C, D are in proportion A is to B is proportional to C is to D. That is AD is equal to BC. Product of extreme is AD is product of extreme. A and D are extreme terms and B and C are mean terms. So product of extreme is equal to product of mean. Then the numbers will be in proportion. So product of extremes is AD, that is 8 multiplied by 20 is equal to 160, and product of mean is BC. 10 multiplied with 16, that is 160. So product of extreme is equal to product of mean. 160 is equal to 160. So we get both the product of extreme and product of mean are equal. So the following numbers, that is 8, 10, 16 and 20 are in proportion. We get product of extreme is product of mean. (160). So the numbers eight, 10, 16, 20 are in proportion. So 8, 10, 16 and 20 are in proportion. Now question number second bit 3, 4, 6, 7. These are the numbers given and we have to check whether the following numbers are in proportions or not. We know A, B, C, D, the four numbers are in proportion if the product of extreme is equal to product of mean. So if product of extreme is AD, that is 3 multiplied by 7 is 21, and product of mean is BC, that is 4 multiplied with 6. 4 multiplied with 6, 24. Here product of extreme is not equal to product of mean. Product of mean. Here product of extreme is not equal to product of mean, that is AD is not equal to BC. So 3:4 is not proportional to 6:7. 3, 4, 6, 7 are not in proportion. No, these numbers 3, 4, 6, 7 are not in proportion. So the numbers 3, 4, 6, 7 are not in proportions. Now third bit 8, 18, 36, 72, 144. These are the numbers given and we have to check whether the following numbers are in proportion or not. If the numbers A, B, C, D are in proportion, if A is to B is proportional to C is to D, A is to B is proportional to C is to D, then A, B, C, D are in proportion. So A is to B is 18 divided by 36. 18 is to 36, which is equal to 18 divided by 36, and cancelling 18 and 36 with 18. 18 is the common ratio, so divide the antecedent 18 with 18 and the consequent 36 with 18. We get 18 divided by 18 is 1 and 36 divided by 18 is 2. 1 is to 2. Now C is to D. C is to D is 72 is to 144, which is equal to 72 divided by 144. And between 72 and 144, 72 is the common ratio. So divide the antecedent 72 with 72 and the consequent 144 with 72. We get 1 divided by 2. That is 1 is to 2. So we get A is to B is 1 is to 2 and C is to D is also 1 is to 2. Both are equal. So A is to B is proportional to C is to D. A is to B is proportional to C is to D. Because A is to B is equal to C is to D. So 18 is to 36 is proportional to 72 is to 144. Yes, these numbers are in proportion. Yes, 18, 36, 72, 144 are in proportion. So these numbers are in proportions. Now question number 4th bit 5, 7, 40 and 56. These are the numbers given and we have to check whether the following numbers are in proportions or not. We know four numbers A, B, C, D are in proportion if A is to B is proportional to C is to D. So here A is to B is 5 is to 7, that is 5 divided by 7, and C is to D is 40 is to 56, that is 40 divided by 56, and between 40 and 56 8 is the common ratio. So divide the antecedent 40 with 8 and consequent with 8. So 40 divided by 8 is 5 and 56 divided by 8 is 7. 5 is to 7, that is 5 is to 7. Now both are equal. A is to B is equal to C is to D, that is 5 is to 7. Now A is to B is equal to C is to D. This implies A is to B is proportional to C is to D, which is 5 is to 7 is proportional to 40 is to 56. Yes, 5, 7, 40 and 56 are in proportions. Yes, the numbers 5, 7, 40 and 56 are in proportion. Now we will solve question number 2. Determine if the following ratios form a proportion. First bit is 80 centimeter to 4 meter and 7 rupees to 35 rupees. First 80 centimeter ratio 80 centimeter to 4 meter. 80 centimeter divided by 4 meter. Here in this ratio both the antecedent is in centimeter unit and the consequent is in meter unit. So first we have to convert this meter into centimeter so that the antecedent and consequent both are of equal unit. And we know 1 meter is 100 centimeter. So 4 meter will be 400 centimeter. Now between 80 and 400, 80 is the common ratio. So divide the antecedent 80 with 80, common ratio 80, and divide the consequent 400 with the common ratio 80. So 80 divided by 80 is 1 and 400 divided by 80 is 5. 1 is to 5. Now 7 rupees to 35 rupees. 7 rupees to 35 rupees. Both the antecedent and the consequent are of equal unit in rupees. And between 7 and 35, 7 is the common ratio. So divide the antecedent 7 with 7 and the consequent 35 rupees with 7. Now 7 divided by 7 is 1 and 35 divided by 7 is 5. 1 divided by 5, that is 1 is to 5. Now in both the ratios we get 1 is to 5, both are equal. So these ratios, these two ratios form a proportion. Both the ratios are equal, so they form a proportion. So these two ratios form a proportion. Now question number second B. 24 millimeter to 30 centimeter and 20 gram to 270 gram. Determine if these, we have to verify these ratios form a proportion or not. So the ratio 24 millimeter to 30 centimeter. Here both the antecedent and the consequent are not of the equal unit. Antecedent is in millimeter and the consequent is in centimeter. First we have to convert this centimeter into millimeter so that the antecedent and the consequent both are of equal unit. Both will be the equal unit. So we know 1 centimeter is 10 millimeter. 24 millimeter divided by, we know 1 centimeter is 10 millimeter, so 30 centimeter will be 30 multiplied with 10, that is 300 millimeter. Now between 24 and 300, 6 is the common ratio. 12 or 6? 12. 12 is the common ratio, so divide the antecedent 24 with 12 and the consequent 300 with 12. Now 24 divided by 12 is 2 and 300 divided by 12 is 15. 1, 2. 12 2s are 24, 6, 12, 25. Now we get 2 divided by 25, that is 2 is to 25. Now ratio 20 gram to 270 gram. 20 gram to 270 gram. Between 20 and 270, 2 is the cancelling 0. 2 divided by 27, that is 2 is to 27. Now 2 is to 25 is not equal to 2 is to 27. Both the ratios are not equal, that is 2 is to 25 is not equal to 2 is to 27. It's not equal to 2 is to 27. So they don't form proportion. No, these ratios does not form a proportion. Now third bit, 800 milliliter is to 300 milliliter and 560 rupees is to 210 rupees. So the ratio 800 ml divided by 300 ml. Here both the antecedent and the consequent are of the equal unit, that is in ml, and between 800 and 300 cancelling 0, these two zeros. Now we get 8 divided by 3, that is 8 is to 3. Now the ratio is 560 rupees is to 210 rupees, that is 560 rupees divided by 210 rupees. Now cancelling, both are of equal unit, that is in rupees, so cancel zeros. Now 56 divided by 21, and between 56 and 21, 7 is the common ratio. Now divide the antecedent 56 with 7 and the consequent 21 with 7. Now 56 divided by 7 is 8 and the consequent 21 divided by 7 is 3. Now we got 8 divided by 3. that is 8:3. Both the ratios are of equal, that is 8:3. So these ratios form a proportion. Both the ratios are equal. Yes, these ratios form a proportions. So these given ratios 800 ml is to 300 ml and 560 rupees is to 210 rupees. These ratios form a proportion. Now fourth bit, 450 meter is to 3 kilometer and 75 centimeter to 7 meter. We have to check these ratios form a proportion or not. 450 meter is to 3 kilometer, that is 450 meter divided by 3 kilometer. Here the antecedent and the consequent are not of the equal unit. In antecedent this is in meter unit and the consequent is of kilometer unit. So first we have to convert this antecedent and the consequent, both are of the equal unit, that is we have to convert this kilometer into meter, so that the antecedent and the consequent will be of the equal unit. So we know 1 kilometer is 1000 meter, so 3 kilometer will be 3000 meter. Now between 450 and 3000, 0 cancel. Now 45 and 300, and between 45 and 315 is the common ratio. 15 is the common ratio. 15 to the 45, 15 to the, yes. 15 is the common ratio, so divide the antecedent 45 with 15 and the consequent 300 with 15. Now 45 divided by 15 is 3 and 300 divided by 15 is 20. 15 to the 30, so 15 to the 30, so 15 multiplied by 20 is 300. Now 3 is to 20. Now 75 centimeter to 7 meter. 75 centimeter divided by 7 meter. Both the antecedent and the consequent are not of the equal unit. Here the antecedent is in centimeter unit and the consequent is in meter unit. So we have to convert this meter into centimeter, so that the antecedent and the consequent will be of the equal unit. We know 1 meter is 100 centimeter, so 7 meter will be 700 centimeter. Now between 75 and 700, height is the common unit. 15 to the 15 to the 60. So divide the antecedent 75 with 5 and the consequent 700 with 5. Now 75 divided by 5 is 15 and 700 divided by 5 is 140. Now between 15 and 145 is the common ratio. So divide 15 and 140 with 5. 15 divided by 5 and 140 divided by 5. 5 3 is 15 15 divided by 5 is 3 and 140 divided by 5 is 3 divided by 28. 140 divided by 5 is 28. That is 3 is to 28. 3 is to 20 is not equal to 3 is to 28. These ratios are not equal. Three is to 20 is not equal to 3 is to 28. So the ratios don't form a proportion. These two ratios, that is 450 meter is to 3 kilometer and 75 centimeter to 7 meter, don't form a proportion. Now we will solve question number 3. Write true or false against the following statements. First bit is 21 is to 30, 35. 21 is to 35 is equal to 24 is to 40. We have to check these two ratios are equal or not. First 21 is to 30, 35. That is 21 divided by 35, and between 21 and the 35, 7 is the common ratio. So divide the antecedent 21 with 7 and the consequent 35 with 7. Now 21 divided by 7 is 3 and 35 divided by 7 is 5. That is 3 is to 5. Now 24 is to 40. That is 24 divided by 40. Now between 24 and 40, 8 is the common ratio. So divide the antecedent 24 with 8 and the consequent 40 with 8. Now 24 divided by 8 is 3 and the consequent 40 divided by 8 is 5. 3 is to 5. Now both are equal. 3 is to 5 is equal to 3 is to 5. Both are equal. So this is true. So this is true. This is true. So 21 is to 35 is equal to 24 is to 40 is true. Now question number second bit, 66 is to 99 is equal to 38 is to 57. Both these two ratios are equal or not. True or false, we have to check it. 66 is to 99, that is 66 divided by 99, and between 66 and 99, 33 is the common ratio. So divide the antecedent 66 with 33 and the consequent 99 with 33. Now 66 divided by 33 is 2 and 99 divided by 33 is 3. That is 2 is to 3. Now 38 is to 57 is 38 divided by 57. And between 38 and 57, 19 is the common ratio. So divide the antecedent 38 with 19 and the consequent 57 with 19. 38 divided by 19 is 2, and 57 divided by 19 is 3. That is 2:3. Now both the ratios are equal, that is 2:3. So this is true. So this statement, that is 66:99 is equal to 38:57 is true. Now third bit, 15:20 is equal to 55:44. We have to check this is true or false. 15:20, that is 15 divided by 20, and between 15 and 20, 5 is the common ratio. So divide the antecedent 15 with 5 and divide the consequent 20 with 5. 15 divided by 5 is 3 and 20 divided by 5 is 4. That is 3 divided by 4, that is 3:4. Now 55:44, that is 55 divided by 44. Now between 55 and 44, 11 is the common ratio. So divide the antecedent 55 with 11 and the consequent 44 with 11. Now 55 divided by 11 is 5 and the consequent 44 divided by 11 is 4. 5 divided by 4, that is 5:4. Now both are not equal. 3:4 is not equal to 5:4. So this is false. This is false. 3:4 is not equal to 5:4. 3:4 is not equal to 5:4. So this is false. This statement 15:20 is equal to 55:44 is false. Now fourth bit, 0.5 is to 0.45 is equal to 110 is to 99. We have to check this is true or false. 0.5 is to 0.45, that is 0.45 divided by 0.45. And 0.5 is 5 divided by 10 and 0.45 is 45 divided by 10. 45 divided by 100. After decimal point there is 2 digits, so we have to write down 100. 100 has 2 zeros. So 5 divided by 10. Now multiplying with reciprocal of this 45 divided by 100. That is reciprocal of 45 divided by 100 is 100 divided by 45. Now cancel 10 and 100 with 10. 10 multiplied by 10 is 100. And cancelling 5 with 45. 5 multiplied by 9 is 45. Now 10 divided by 9. And 110 divided by 99. 110 is to 99 is 110 divided by 99. And between 110 and 99, 11 is the common ratio. So divide the antecedent 110 with 11 and the consequent, divide the consequent 99 with 11. Now 110 divided by 11 is 10 and 99 divided by 11 is 9. Now 10 divided by 9, that is 10 is to 9. Both these ratios are equal, 10 is to 9. So 0.5 is to 0.45 is equal to 110 is to 99 is true. Both these ratios are equal, 10 is to 9, so this is true. So this is true. So this statement 0.5 is to 0.45 is equal to 110 is to 99 is true. Now fifth bit, 90% is to 270% is equal to 70 rupees is to 51 rupees. We have to check it is true or false. 90% is to 270%, that is 90 divided by 270. And between 90 and 270, 90 is the common ratio, or cancel zeros. Now between 9 and 27, 9 is the common ratio. So divide the antecedent 9 with 9 and the consequent, divide the consequent 27 with 9. Now 9 divided by 9 is 1 and 27 divided by 9 is 3. 1 divided by 3, that is 1 is to 3. Now 17 rupees is to 51 rupees. 17 rupees divided by 51 rupees. Now between 17 and 51, 17 is the common ratio. So divide the antecedent 17 with 17 and divide the consequent 51 with 17. 17 divided by 17 is 1 and 51 divided by 17 is 3. 1 divided by 3, that is 1 is to 3. Both are equal, 1 is to 3. So 90% is to 270% is equal to 70 rupees is to 51 rupees. This is true. So this statement is true. So 90% is to 270% is equal to 17 rupees is to 51 rupees is true. Now question number 6th bit. 15 liter is to 10 kg is equal to 25 liter is to 20 kg. 15 liter divided by 10 kg. Here both the antecedent and the consequent are not of the equal unit, that is antecedent is in liter and the consequent is in kilogram. We cannot express this kg into liter or liter into kg. So this is not in the form of a ratio. This is not in the form of ratio. These ratios cannot be formed. And 25 liter divided by 20 kg. Here also the antecedent is in liter and the consequent is in kg. We cannot express liter into kg or kg into liter. So this is also not in the form of a ratio. Both are not in the form of a ratio. So this is false. Now we will solve question number 4 first bit. First, second and third terms of a proportion are respectively 4, 6 and 8. Find its fourth term. We know if the four numbers A, B, C, D are in proportion, then we can write A is to B is proportional to C is to D. That is, the product of the extreme is equal to product of mean. AD is equal to BC. Product of extreme is equal to product of mean. We have to find the fourth term. Let the fourth term be X. This implies 4 is to 6. These ratios are in proportion. 4 is to 6 is equal to 6 is proportional to, it is given 4, 6 and 8 and X are in proportion. First, second and third terms forms a proportion. So 4 is to 6 is proportional to 8 is to X. That is, product of extreme is 4 multiplied with X. Multiplying 4 is to 4 and X. That is 4X is equal to product of mean, that is 6 multiplied with 8. Product of extreme is 4 multiplied with X and product of mean is 6 multiplied with 8. Now X will be, here 4 transposed to the right hand side this multiplication 4 multiplied with x, so this multiplication changes to division. Now x is x is equal to 6 multiplied by 8 divided by 4. Now cancel 4 and 8. 4 divided by 4 multiplied with 2 is 8. Now 6 multiplied by 2 is 12. Now the fourth term is 12. So fourth term is 12. This fourth term will be 12. Now question number second bit. First, second and fourth terms of a proportion are respectively 5.2, 3.9 and 3. Find its third term. Here first, second and fourth terms are given and we have to find the third term. Four numbers A, B, C, D are in proportion. We can write A is to B is proportional to C is to D. That is AD is equal to BC. Product of extreme is equal to product of mean. Here first term is 5.2 is to 3.9. Second term is proportional to, let the third term be x. So x is to 3. Now product of extreme is equal to product of mean. So 5.2 multiplied with 3 is equal to 3.9 multiplied with x. 3.9 x. Now x will be, here in this 3.9 transposed to the left hand side, this multiplication changes to division. So 5.2 multiplied with 3 divided by 3.9. And cancelling 5.2 and 3.9 with 1.3, that is 1.3 multiplied by 3 is 3.9 and 1.3 multiplied by 4 is 5.2. Now cancel 3 and 3. 4. So third term will be 4. So third term is equal to 4. So answer is 4. Third term will be 4. Now we will solve question number 5. Fill in the blanks to make each of the following statements true. First bit is 7 kg is to dash is 14 meter is to 6 meter. Four numbers A, B, C, D are in proportion, then we can write A is to B is proportional to C is to D. That is AD is equal to BC. That is for product of extreme is equal to product of mean. Now 7 kg is to dash is equal to 14 meter is to 6 meter. We have to find this missing term. Let the missing term be x. That is 7 kg is to x is equal to 14 meter is to 6 meter. Now product of extreme will be 7 kg multiplied with 6. That is 7 multiplied with 6 is equal to x multiplied with 14. Now x will be this multiplication 14 transposed to the right hand side, this left hand side, this multiplication change to division. So x is equal to 7 multiplied by 6 divided by 14. Now cancel 7 and 14. 7 multiplied by 2 is 14. Now cancelling 6 and 2. 2 multiplied by 3 is 6. Now x is 3 kg. Both will be thus equal unit, that is 7 kg. Here kg unit is given, so we have to write kg. That is 7 kg is to 3 kg is equal to 14 meter is to 6 meter. We can verify this by 14 meter divided by 6 meter, and between 14 and 6, 2 is the common ratio. So divide the antecedent 14 with 2 and the consequent 6 with 2. 14 divided by 2 is 7 and 6 divided by 2 is 3. 7 divided by 3. Here also 7 kg divided by 3 kg, that is 7 is to 3. So this is correct. So 7 kg is to 3 kg is equal to 14 meter is to 6 meter. So missing term is 3 kg. Now second bit, dash is to 63 liter is equal to 25 rupees is to 35 rupees. Four numbers are in proportion. A, B, C, D are in proportion. Then we can write A is to B is equal proportional to C is to D. So here 25 rupees is to 35 rupees. 25 rupees divided by 35 rupees will be between 25 and 35. 5 is the common ratio. So 25 divided by 5 and 35 divided by 5. 25 divided by 5 is 5 and 35 divided by 5 is 7. 5 divided by 7. Let the missing term be x. X divided by 63 is equal to 5 divided by 7. We have to convert this 5 divided by 7 into equivalent ratio. That is, which number we have to multiply 7, we get 63, which is equal to the consequent of the first ratio, that is x divided by 63. If we multiply 7 with 9, we get 63, and we have to multiply the same number 9 with the antecedent 5. So 5 multiplied by 9 is 45 and 7 multiplied by 9 is 63. So this is 45 divided by 63. So 45 liter is to 63 liter is equal to 25 rupees is to 35 rupees. So missing term is 45 liter. Now question number third bit. 200 ml milliliter is to 2.5 liter is equal to dash is to 50 rupees. We have to find the missing term. Here 200 ml is to 2.5 liter and 50 rupees. This first term, second term and the fourth terms are in proportion. We have to find the third term. So four numbers A, B, C, D are in proportion. Then we can write A is to B is proportional to C is to D. Here 200 ml milliliter divided by 2.5 liter. Here antecedent is in ml, that is milliliter, and consequent is in liter. Both are not of the equal unit. So first we have to convert this liter into milliliter so that the antecedent and the consequent will be of equal unit. And we know 1 liter is 1000 milliliter. So 2.5 multiplied with 1000 milliliter, that is 200 ml milliliter divided by 2.5 multiplied with 1000 will be 2500 milliliter. Now cancelling zeros, 2 divided by 25. Let the missing term be x. X divided by 50 rupees is equal to 2 divided by 25. Now we have to convert this 2 divided by 25 into the equivalent ratio. That is, which number we have to multiply the consequent 25, we get 50. We know in the table 25 multiplied by 2 is 50. So we have to multiply the same number 2 with the antecedent 2. 2 multiplied by 2, that is 4. 4 divided by 50. So x will be 4. 4 rupees. We can check this for 200 ml is to 2.5 liter. 4 divided by 50. 200 ml divided by 2.5 is 4 divided by 50, and 4 divided by 50 rupees is between 4 and 50. 2 is the common ratio. So divide 4 with 2 and the consequent 50 with 2. 4 divided by 2 is 2 and consequent 50 divided by 2 is 25. 2 divided by 25. And this is also 200 ml is to 2.5 liter is also 2 divided by 25. We got that. 2 divided by 25. So this is equal. So the missing term will be 4 rupees. 4 rupees is to 5 rupees. 50 rupees. 4 rupees is the answer. Now question number 4th bit. 65 boys is to 100 boys is equal to 26 girls is to dash. We have to find this missing term. 4 numbers A, B, C, D are in proportion. Then we can write A is to B is proportional to C is to D. Here 65 boys divided by 100 boys. Now between 65 and 100, 5 is the common ratio. So 65 divided by 5, antecedent, divide the antecedent 65 with 5 and divide the consequent 100 with 5. 5 is the common ratio. So 65 divided by 5 is 13 and 100 divided by 5 is 20. 13 divided by 20 and 20 equal to 26 girls is to dash. Let the missing term be x. So 26 divided by x is equal to 13 divided by 20. Now here the antecedent is 26 and the here in the second ratio antecedent is 13. We have to convert this 13 divided by 20 into the equivalent ratio, that is equal to the antecedent, that is equal to 26. And we know 13 multiplied with 2 is 26. So we have to multiply the same consequent 20 with 2. So 13 multiplied by 2 is 26 and 20 multiplied by 2 is 40, which is equal to 26 divided by x. Now x is 40. So x will be 40. Both the antecedent are equal, 26 and 26. So x will be 40. 40 girls. So the missing terms is 40 girls. Now we will solve question number 6. Mrs. Rao was making cookies. She needed 12 dozen. Her recipes for 3 dozen called for 4 eggs. Write a proportion and solve it to find how many eggs she needed for 12 dozen cookies. For recipes he needed 3 dozen cookies for 4 eggs. We have to find out how many eggs she needed for 12 dozen of cookies. She needed 3 dozen of cookies for 4 eggs. We have to find the number of eggs for 12 dozen of cookies. So 4 numbers ABCD are in proportion, then we can write A is to B is proportional to C is to D. Let the number of eggs be X. How many eggs? That is number of eggs be X. Her recipes for 3 dozen called for 4 eggs. So 3 dozen cookies is to 4 eggs. Write a proportion is equal to how many eggs? She needed for 12 dozen cookies. So 12 dozen cookies divided by x. Now we have to convert this 3 divided by 4 into equivalent ratio, that is equal to the antecedent, which 12. And we know 3 multiplied by 4 is 12. Now 3 multiplied by 4 is equal to 12. So we have to multiply 4, the consequent 4 with 4. 3 divided by 3 multiplied by 12, 4 is 12. We have to multiply 3 with 4 is, that is equal to 12. So we have to multiply the consequent 4 with 4. So 4 multiplied by 4 is 16, which is equal to 12 divided by x is equal to 12 divided by 16. 12 divided by x is equal to 12 divided by 16. So x is 16. So number of x will be 16. So number of x she needed for 12 dozen cookies is 16. So number of x is 16. Now we will solve question number 7. Bikram's recipe for fruit punch called for 5 parts of water to 2 parts of punch mix. 5 parts of water to 2 parts of punch mix. Set up a proportion and find out how much water did he need for 8 cups of punch mix. We have to find the quantity of water for 8 cups of punch mix. Quantity of water, ratio of quantity of water to the punch mix is 5 parts of water is to 2 parts of punch mix, which is equal to, suppose the quantity of water part is x is to 8 cups of punch mix, x is to 8. 4 numbers ABCD are in proportion, then we can write A is to B is proportional to C is to D. That is A, D, which is equal to BC. That is product of extreme is equal to product of means. So here 5 parts of water to 2 parts of punch mix. So let the quantity of water part be x. Here, this one. 5 parts of given 5 parts of water to 2 parts of sponge mix. 5 parts of water to 2 parts of sponge mix, which is equal to set of a proportion. So this is equal to how much water? We have taken X quantity of water, X is to 8 cups of sponge mix. So X divided by 8. Now we have to convert this 5 divided by 2 to equivalent ratios, which is equal to the consequent of the second ratio x divided by 8, which is equal to 8. So we have to convert this consequent to which number we have to multiply the consequent of 5 divided by 2, we get 8, which is equal to the consequent of the second ratio. So we know 2 multiplied by 4 is 8. So we have to multiply the number 4, same number, with the antecedent 5. Now 5 multiplied by 4 divided by 2 multiplied by 4. 5 multiplied by 4 is 20. 20 divided by 8 is equal to x divided by 8. Now both have the same equal consequent 8. Now x will be 20. So 20 parts of water. How much water means 20 parts of water. So 20 parts of water needed for 8 cups of sponge mix. So answer is 20 parts of water. Now question number 8. A dull-witted farmer decided to count his sheep by first counting their legs. He counted 456 legs and reasoned that he had 113 sheep. Assuming each sheep had 4 legs, was he correct? The dull-witted farmer decided to count his sheep by first counting their legs. He counted 456 legs and reasoned that he had 113 sheep. Only he supposed think that he had 113 sheep for 456 legs, assuming each sheep had 404 legs. Was he correct? He counted 456 legs. One sheep had 4 legs. So it is given that 4 legs for one sheep. So 1 leg for 1 divided by 4 and 456 legs for 1 divided by 4 multiplied with 456, which is equal to, cancelling 456 with 4, 4 1 ja 4, 0, 4 1 ja 4, 5 minus 4 is 1, 16, 4 4 ja 16, 114 sheep. So 114 is the answer. Was he correct? No, he was not correct, because 113, if we multiply 113 with 4 legs, that is 113 with 4, this is 452, which is not equal to 456. He counted 456 legs, but we got 452. If we multiply for 113 sheep, if we take 113 sheep, then multiplying with 4 legs, one sheep had 4 legs, so 113 sheep C phase 113 multiplied with 4, which is equal to 452, but it is not equal to 456, but he counted 450 lakhs per sheep. So 456 for 113 sheep is not correct. It will be 114 sheep. The answer is 114 sheep. Now we will solve question number 9. The Sarpanch of a village was elected by a vote of 3 to 1. If 5764 votes were cast, how many votes did he receive? The Sarpanch of a village was elected by a vote of 3 to 1. So 3 votes for 4 people. Out of 4 people, 3 votes for Sarpanch election elected for 3 people out of 4. So how many votes did he receive? So number of votes he received will be 3 divided by total is 3 plus 1. 3 plus 1 multiplied with 5764. That is 3 divided by 4 multiplied with 5764. Now cancelling 4 with 5764. 4 1 ja 4, 17, 4 4 ja 16, 1, 4 4 ja 16, then 4 1 ja 4. 3 1 ja 3, 3 4 ja 12, 1, 3 4 ja 12 plus 1, 13, 1, 3 1 ja 3, plus 1 4. So 4323 votes he received. So number of votes he received is 4323. So 4323 votes is the answer. Now question number 10. The ratio of the length of the school ground to its width is 5:2. Length is to width is given 5:2. Find its length if the width is 40 meters. So 4 numbers A, B, C, D are in proportion. Then we can write A is to B is proportional to C is to D. Here 5:2, that is 5 divided by 2 is proportional to find its length. Length is 5, so length will be, suppose the length is x divided by width is 40 meter. So to convert this 5 divided by 2, this ratios into equivalent ratio, that is which number we have to multiply 2, we get 40. If we multiply 20 with 2, we get 40. 20 multiplied by 2 is 40. So we have to multiply the same number 20 with the antecedent 5. So 5 multiplied by 20 divided by 2 multiplied by 20 is equal to x divided by 40. Now 100 divided by 40 is equal to x divided by 40. This implies x is 100. Now both have equal consequent, that is 40. Now x will be 100 meter. So length of the school ground will be 100 meter. So length of the school ground is 100 meter if the width is 40 meters. If the width is 40 meters, then the length of the school ground is 100 meters. So 100 meter is the answer. Now we will solve question number 11, multiple choice questions. If A is to B is proportional to C is to D, then the correct statement is options are AB equal to CD, B square equal to AC, AD equal to BC, or BCD equal to A. We know 4 numbers A, B, C, D are in proportion, then we can write A is to B is proportional to C is to D. That is AD is equal to BC. That is product of extremes is equal to product of mean. So AD equal to BC. Option C is correct. So correct option is option C. AD equal to BC. Product of extremes is equal to product of mean. Now we will solve question number 12. Multiple choice questions. If 0.75 is to x is proportional to 5 is to 6, then x is equal to, options are 1.50, 0.9, 9 and 15 or 15. We know four numbers A, B, C, D are in proportion, then we can write A is to B is proportional to C is to D. That is AD equal to BC. Product of extremes is equal to product of mean. Here 0.75 is to x, that is 0.75 divided by x is equal to proportional, that is equal to 5 divided by 6. Now x will be 0.75 multiplied with x, 6 divided by 5. So cancelling 0.75 with 5, that is 0.15 multiplied by 6 will be 0.90, which is equal to 0.9. So 0.9, option B is correct. Option B. So option B 0.9 is correct. Now we will solve question number 13. Multiple choice questions. Mohit enlarges a photograph that is 8 cm wide and 6 cm high. If the height of the enlarged photograph is 24 cm, its width is, options are 16 cm, 12 cm, 32 cm and 12 cm. Which option is correct? We know four numbers A, B, C, D are in proportion, then we can write A is to B is proportional to C is to D. So here Mohit enlarges a photograph that is 8 cm wide. So 8 cm wide divided by 6 cm high. 6 cm high is equal to, this is in proportion, if the height of the enlarged photograph is 24, height is 24 cm. So width is 8 cm, so it will be, let the width is x. Now x will be crisscross multiplied, then we get 8 multiplied by 24 divided by 6. Now cancelling 6 with 24, 6 4s are 24. Now x is 8 multiplied by 4 is 32 centimeter. So 32 centimeter, option C. Option C is the correct option. So its width will be 32 centimeter. Option C, 32 centimeter. Now question number 14, multiple choice questions. The distance between two towns is 430 km. If map scale is 10 km to 2 centimeter, then the length on the map representing this distance is 90 centimeter. Options are 90 centimeter, 86 centimeter, 85 centimeter or 43 centimeter. Which option is correct? So the distance between two towns is 430 km given. We have to find the distance between the length on the map. So if the map scale is 10 km to 2 centimeter, so ratio is given 10 km to 2 centimeter, which is equal to 430 kilometer. Distance is 430 kilometer between two towns, and we have to find the distance between the length of the map. So the length of the map, the distance will be, suppose it is x centimeter. Now x will be crisscross multiply. We get 2 multiplied by 430 divided by 10 kilometer. Cancelling zeros. Now 2 multiplied by 43 is 86 centimeter. So option B 86 centimeter is the correct. So the length of the map representing this distance is 86 centimeter. Now question number 15, multiple choice questions. The value of x in the proportion 9:5 is proportional to 36:x minus 3 is. Options are 38, 23, 18 and 28. Which option is correct? 9:5. So 4 numbers A, B, C, D are in proportion. Then we can write A:B is proportional to C:D. Now 9 divided by 5 is equal to 36 divided by x minus 3. Now multiplying, crisscross multiply, we get 9 multiplied with x minus 3 is equal to 5 multiplied by 36. Now x minus 3 will be 5 multiplied by 36 divided by 9. Cancelling 9 and 36, 9 4 ja 36. 5 multiplied by 4 is 20. Now x minus 3 is 20. So x will be 20 plus 3, that is 23. 23. Option B, 23 is the correct option. So value of x is 23. Option B. If you have not subscribed my YouTube channel, then please subscribe my YouTube channel. And if you have any doubts, then please write in comment section and I will reply. Keep learning, keep watching, and please subscribe my YouTube channel. Thank you.